Welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to talk about lead sources. The main idea about tracking lead sources is that eventually you can get some kind of a report, an analytics report, which is more visual, or maybe a tabular report, which is more detailed, with where leads are coming from. For example, before I tracked lead sources, I did advertisement on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on paid PPC, in many different areas. And as I was doing those campaigns, I didn't really know what brings me business and what's not. So for me, it was a global effort. But when I was tracking the lead sources, I saw that about 80-85% of the deals, the money in the bank account, came from YouTube, while the other lead sources, they brought leads but not conversions. So it was just talking but no actions. So in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to track lead sources in the right way, so that can help you fine-tune your marketing efforts. Before we are going to dive into the lead sources, I want to show you a problem. It's a big problem. If I will go to the lead and I will click on the lead sources, let's scroll all the way down. You can see that you have here, let's say, public relations and partners will be the last two. If I will go to the deals module, I will go to the lead sources. The last two ones are X and Facebook. And obviously I changed it in advance because I do want to show you the problem. It's very common that people will change the lead sources in one module, but will not change them in other modules. And then there is no sync. They are not the same. There is a way in Zoho that whenever you are converting a lead to a deal, for example, it will carry the lead source. But if the lead source is not the same on the contacts and the deals, then it's not tracked properly, and that's a problem. There is obviously a way around it, which I want to present it to you. If you will go to the settings on the top or setup and go to the modules and fields, you will see all the modules. The ones that we are going to talk about the lead sources will be the leads, contacts, and deals, those three. If we are already here, I'm going to rename the deals to opportunities, and we'll click on save, because deal is completely misleading and it's not the right name. So we'll change it. So leads, contacts, and right now opportunities, all those will have the lead sources. Right now, the lead sources are just independent fields, which means each one of those modules, I will need to change the values of the lead sources in each one of them. Not great. So let's go to the leads. I will go to my layout standard. And just so you know, as a side note, don't have multiple layouts. You can have one layout with different layout rules, and then it will do the trick of having multiple layouts. If you have multiple layouts, it will be very difficult for you to administer your system, just so you know. Unrelated completely to marketing, but it's a good thing to know. Let's go to standard, and here you can see that you have the lead source. Now, if you click on the three dots, and you click on edit properties, from here you can add and remove different fields. So let's say I will have here one more field, one more lead source, and we'll call it landing page ABC. Okay? Now, the problem is, as we discussed before, the lead source of the opportunity, let me just refresh so it will be the right name. The opportunity and the contact will not be the same. In that case, if you will click on the three dots, you will go to edit properties, you can change the picklist type to be global set. Now, the global set, which I will show you in a second how to change those values, can be set for all the modules, the leads, contacts, and opportunities. And then all of them will follow the same pick list. So it's one pick list affecting three modules. So let's click on yes, proceed. And now I will select the source. Now, whenever you're doing it, the system will ask you to match, like a bridge, match what is on the old values. So that's the local values, what you had before. And then you need to match it to the global set. There is a chance that they will be the same, and there is a chance that they are different. So it's important that your, let's say, web download, you add in the old version, which is your existing one, but in the global set, you don't have it. Or maybe you don't need it. And then you will need to say, for example, every web download, that's actually the website. So I don't need it as a web download. Internal seminar, we don't have them anymore. We don't do them. So it can be also website. And eventually you will start to match the local values to what you will have on the global set. For now, just not to waste time, I will just select something so I can proceed. And whenever you're finishing with the mapping, you can click on done and save. I will pause the video for a second. I will do exactly the same on the contacts and also the opportunities, and I will resume the video. So we're done. I already did it for all of them. If I will go to the opportunities, for example, I will click on standard. I will go to lead source. You can see that it's set to the global set source. And now the contacts, opportunities, and leads, all of them are following the same set. In order to change the values on the global set, you will go to the setup, you will go to the modules and fields, you will click on global sets on the top, and from here you can see that I have one name source, and it's used in contacts, opportunities, and leads. I will click on it, and from here I can change the values. So let's say I have one more, landing page ABC. Okay, and now let's refresh. If I will go, let's say, to the opportunity, and I will go to the lead source. Where is the lead source? You can see that I will have your landing page ABC. Also, if I will go to the contact, I will go to one of the contacts. I will go to the lead source. And you can see that I have here also landing page ABC. So all the modules are affected by the same global set values. So that will be the first thing to do. Second of all, whenever you will have the different lead sources, all of them are set, you are able to report on them. And obviously during the course, I will show you, me and Carol as well. We are going to show you how to collect information so those sources will be correct. You will have in your system two different areas. One is reports and the other one is analytics. Reports will be tabular reports, which looks like a table. Analytics will be visual reports. So let's check those two. If I will click on analytics, I will have here on the leads analytics on the left side, I can see, for example, all the 10 lead sources. So I will have here the cold call, advertisement, external referral, and as I will get more leads coming in with different lead sources, that will update it here automatically. You can see also here you will have a conversion table, the funnel. You will have leads coming in, and then they will be converted to contacts, which means they are now in the opportunity stage, and this is customers means money in the bank account. So you can see how many of them came, for example, from advertisement, how many of them converted to an opportunity, and how many of them converted to money in the bank account. So that helps you to pinpoint which lead sources are working for deals and which not. Very common that you will see lead sources that generate lots of leads, but they don't turn up to be money in the bank account, which bottom line for a business, not great, right? Because you spend lots of effort converting those leads. They are not converted, which you wasted manpower and eventually no money in the bank account. So you need to trash them or change the way you work with them. If I will go to any one of those representations, if I will click, for example, on cold calls, so let's assume that this month we didn't run any cold calls. But for some reason, I see 3 cold calls. So obviously there is a problem. I will click on cold call, and then it can show me a representation of the data. If, for example, I want to see also which company they came from, and it's not existing here, I can click on this small icon. I can go to the company, and now company will be one of the fields as well. Another option is to go with reports. If you click on reports, and you can click on the right side on lead report, you can see the leads by source. That will be a tabular view that can show you a group of sources and how many leads came from each one of them and who are the leads. And if you will click on edit, you can customize the columns, which columns will be on this specific report. So let's say I also want to know the country. You can also create some filters. For example, I want to see leads that came in the last month. And then I will click here, and that will be create a time, current month, I think. Okay, and I click on save, and now I see them. So the reports will be more of a report that you can see as a tabular view. The analytics will be more of a visual representation. You can change each one of them, obviously. You click on edit, and then you can change them. The administrators are usually the ones that will create those reports, but I just want to show you that you will know where to pull the information and also how to manipulate the data if you need to. Remember that you have, with this course, you have 1 month of daily support with our developers. Those are people that are doing tons of work every day for customers. If you want to dive deeper into any of the areas during the course, including the reports, for example, feel free to jump into those daily sessions that you have for 1 month. Make sure that you ask the right questions so the developers can help you understand what you need. For example, if you want to create now new reports and new dashboards, they will show you how to add components, how to pick from the library, how to create those different widgets and gadgets, how to add them to the dashboard. So here on the dashboard, you will have those items. They can show you everything that you want. Just so you know, in case that this is an interest to you, I know it's not even part of marketing, but I do want you to get the most value out of the interaction with my company.